What were the political challenges during the Reconquista? Imagine a land divided into many kingdoms, each with its own rules and ambitions. That's what the Iberian Peninsula looked like during the long years of the Reconquista. This was a time when Christian kingdoms fought to take back territory from Muslim rulers. But it wasn't just a simple battle. It was full of political hurdles that made the fight more complicated. First, the Christian kingdoms such as Castile, Aragon, Navarre, León, and Catalonia often didn't see eye to eye. They had their own goals and rivalries, which made working together tough. Sometimes they fought each other instead of uniting against the Muslims. These disagreements slowed down the overall effort and made it hard to plan big campaigns. Even though they shared Christianity, their political interests often clashed, causing delays and setbacks. Meanwhile, the Muslim side was not a single united force. The Caliphate of Córdoba, which once ruled much of Al-Andalus, collapsed into smaller Taifa kingdoms. These tiny Muslim states often fought each other, creating a patchwork of alliances and conflicts. Sometimes Christian rulers allied with certain Muslim taifas to fight other Muslim factions or rival Christian kingdoms. This shifting landscape meant Christian leaders had to be clever diplomats as well as warriors. They had to decide when to fight and when to make alliances, which was no easy task. Religious motivation was a big part of the Reconquista, but political leaders also had practical concerns. They wanted to secure borders, control land, and keep their power stable. Sometimes they used religious language to rally support, but their real goal was often to expand their territory or strengthen their rule. Balancing faith and politics was a constant challenge. External influences also played a role. Crusading ideas from Europe inspired many to fight in the Reconquista. Military orders like the Knights Templar brought expertise but also had their own ambitions. They sometimes claimed land or influence, which could clash with local rulers' plans. The Church and the Pope also tried to sway rulers to support the cause, adding another layer of political pressure. Once territories were taken, governing them became another challenge. Christian rulers had to manage diverse populations, including Muslims and Jews. Policies ranged from tolerance to forced conversions or expulsions. These decisions affected the stability of newly conquered lands and created long-term political issues. Finally, internal disputes over royal succession could slow down or even halt campaigns. When kings or nobles fought over who should rule, it distracted from the main goal of reclaiming territory. These conflicts sometimes invited outside powers to intervene or take advantage of the chaos. All these political challenges made the Reconquista a complex and drawn-out process. It was not just about battles and conquest but also about managing a fractured political landscape, balancing religious and political goals, and governing diverse populations. These issues shaped how the long struggle unfolded over many centuries.